Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Deliver Us Mars, where we have just arrived at Mars, or at least Mars orbit, and then in an accident that totally, completely, absolutely, really this time wasn't my fault, one of the ship's thrusters exploded. Fortunately, I made it back to the airlock. I told them what was going to happen if they tried to use that thruster.
Have you been watching me sleep?
Yes.
That's kind of creepy, sis. I just brought that for comfort.
What do you expect to find on Mars, Kat?
Nothing.
I understand what you're thinking, I think. But sometimes what we want isn't... It's always difficult to do the right thing, and I really believe Isaac always meant well.
Isaac? You mean Dad?
Dad always meant well. I just need you to understand he was not always good at doing the right thing. Right.
Well, at least he always tries to do the right thing.
Right.
Well, that's all that matters, right? He's always looked out for us. He couldn't help what happened.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not weird for me to want to find him, is it?
I need to know that when we get there, you'll make the right decisions.
Claire? Kathy? Come meet us in the cockpit.
Kat.
I said I'd do what's best for the mission. So far, I'm doing just that. Right?
Top of a class in astronaut school, and she doesn't know how to work a quick release buckle. Oh yeah, very mature cat. Well, this is what happens if you send teenagers to space. Although she has the excuse of actually being a teenager, everybody else just looks like a teenager with a really old head.
I closed the shutters for dramatic effect, because what's in front of us will amaze, shock, and possibly delight you. What? I know Outward's the bad guy, but you can't deny how impressive it is what they built.
Okay, you just shouldn't glorify them, that's all.
Okay. Well, that might have put a bit of a damper on this, but... Opera team, I give you... Arc Labos.
Would you look at that?
Have any of you ever seen solar panels like these?
Looks like they combine standard PV panels with a sort of CSP layering over it.
Excuse you?
It appears these panels first concentrate the solar rays to optimization before they hit the photovoltaic semiconductors. The increase to efficiency is exponential. How could they be so far ahead of us?
And why does it look abandoned?
Let's find out. Sarah, Ryan, suit up and prepare to board. Kathy, start the pre-docking preparations.
I'm doing the docking procedure.
Yes, you're staying aboard the Zephyr with me. Now please start the procedure.
There she goes, questioning her commander's instructions again.
All right, Ryan and Sarah, prepare to board. Supervise the procedure on this terminal.
Okay.
Kathy, CMG and PIC controls are released and available for manual control.
On it.
Waypoint 0 to 2 are calculated and defined. Waypoint 2 assigned to auto-lock abort function. Final go, no-go poll at waypoint 2. All right, Kathy, take us in.
She says all that as if I even know what she's talking about. Oh, okay, so we're docking with the Ark. So we have to obviously line up with the docking port and then ensure that our delta V is not so high, that's velocity by the way, that we're going to smash the nose of the ship right into the docking port. Oh, that's way too much drift. Obviously we're in space here, so if I move the ship in one direction I have to counteract the thrust with thrust in the other direction to stop the... I don't have to tell you how RCS thrusters work.
Waypoint 1 reached. Commence maneuver to waypoint 2. Roger that.
Got to take this nice and slow. Don't want to wreck the nose of the ship and the docking point. I mean, it looks like we're just inching forwards, but we're actually doing 42.45 meters per second, which is way too fast. Although I don't want to spend the next 15 minutes in the docking process, so we're just going to have to decelerate sharply when we get there. Although this is still taking a while. I might have to do a quick video edit here. Oh, would you look at that, we're nearly there. Still going way too fast. Slowed down just in time. Hooray! It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
Soft capture complete. Soft capture confirmed.
Hard capture now also complete. Docking confirmed.
Looks like a smooth dock. Great job, Kathy.
Thanks.
Ryan, Sarah, you have permission to enter the ship.
Permission was assumed. We're already crossing as we speak.
Copy. I'll reprimand you later for insubordination.
I shall accept my sentence with dignity.
Sis, I can join them to investigate. We only need one person.
That's not necessary.
It's not necessary for me to stay here either.
Kathy, please respect my command.
You're my sister.
I am your commander.
Claire? I think we could use another set of eyes over here. The interior is huge and built like a maze. We could be here a while.
Copy, Sarah. Kathy's heading over now.
I think this is the point where Kathy says, nah, 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 nah. Although Claire took it well. Right, so, Ark, I don't know, there were 3 of them. Isaac stole 1, so the rest of the outward colonists took the other 2. Which one's this? I'm assuming it's been left up here in orbit with its solar panels extended to act as a microwave power transmitter relay for the colony on the surface. But if that's the case, where's the other Ark? Unless it's on the surface.
I'm unlocking Ayla for you. I'll send her over.
Copy that. Hey, beautiful.
Right. So, what are we supposed to be doing here? Well, it turns out that despite appearances, there is actually only one way to go, so I guess we'll go. And figure out exactly what it is we're supposed to be looking for when we get there. I mean, I could just press T to display my objectives, but that'd be cheating.
Is it this quiet everywhere inside the ship?
From what I've seen so far, yeah.
This reeks of intent rather than accident.
Hello, what's that?
Make a note of this.
Colonist uniform. Gives off a bit of culty vibes. Well, they all wore uniforms on the moon. I mean, it's interesting that they had the time to come up with a complete new uniform for the colony expedition, though. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of unsecured shit floating around here. Some of these doors are kind of confusing as well. Because some of them are lit by red panels, which you would think means, yeah, this is locked, find another way. Some of them are lit by blue panels, which you would think means, oh yeah, I can get through here. But that's not always the case.
Whoa. Ayla, are you seeing this? I've never seen so many cryopods in one place before.
It does look impressive, I'll give them that. But it seems like one hell of a waste of internal volume. I mean, that's a whole bunch of space that... Oh, didn't mean to press that button. Activated Ayla. It seems like a lot of open volume that needs to be pressurized and heated and... I mean, that's hilariously inefficient use of space. I don't know. I didn't do that. Why did that light come on? Oh, there's a thing. What's the thing? It's a message log about a birthday party. Seems to have been recorded before the whole thing on the moon in the previous game. Okay.
Gotta make a note of this.
Oh, there's... That looks like a... Oh right, so they are all empty. I thought some of these might still be occupied. That looks like
A
an
hologram.
ASC. Oh, it's a hologram.
Here. How are you even finding this data? Are you keeping secrets from me, Ayla? Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's.
I really don't need 3 people to help me. I'm not that old.
Wait. Rosa?
You can let go of me. I'm not going to do anything.
Sorry, Miss Laverde, but Director MacArthur was clear.
Outwardians, welcome to a new dawn. We stand on the edge of greatness. We are the culmination of thousands of years of technological progress. Earth is a lost cause. There's no coming back from the damage we inflicted upon her. But now, we have a chance to correct humanity's course. A future without conflict, without division, uncorrupted by weakness or doubt. We have the tools, the minds, and the bodies to create a sustainable utopia. A place for you, your future children and grandchildren. With my 5-year plan, we will build a solid foundation for Outward together.
What about Arc Vita?
Don't we need all 3 arcs for this to work?
The loss of Arc Vita is one we can overcome if we remain strong and work hard to compensate. But for this to succeed, we must be unified. If we do not work together, we will fail. If we challenge and fight one another, we will fail. In this monumental endeavor, we are only as strong as our weakest link. So, people of Outward, we stand on the precipice. Join me, and together we will build something better. Gather your belongings and prepare to transfer to Ark Habitas for our descent to Mars. We leave in 2 hours. Was that stunt truly necessary? What were you hoping to achieve by diverting the ship? Rosa, I don't want to force you to cooperate, but...
Tell that to the fine men you've got escorting me.
I'm... sorry it came to this. But we need you. Outward needs you. Your medical expertise is crucial to the colony. Everyone's lives depend on it.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
I'm not doing it for you, William.
If memory serves me correctly, and I gotta be honest here, it usually
Ayla, if
doesn't.
they made it to the surface, they could be with Dad right now. Ayla, I'll log these to my Astro tool myself. So go ahead and strike them from your backups, okay? We'll let the others know later. After we find Dad.
Ah, so now Kathy's hiding information from the rest of the crew. This is what happens when you send teenagers into space. Oh, here, this is what I'm talking about with the doors. See the door that's marked with red lights? Yeah, it opens, it's fine. Oh, look, there's a door there on the right marked by blue lights. Let's get closer. No, that one's locked. 40 years of being conditioned in how to respond to red and blue doors, and this game just throws it all away. You gotta respect that.
Noted.
Oh, that's the power conversion thing.
Guys, I found the arc solar energy transformer. These panels are reaching 90% efficiency.
What? The best solar panels we've produced in the past 20 years can't even reach 40.
Sarah, can you find any data on the network? We can take that with us as proof.
On it. If it's true what Ryan found, this is the most advanced energy converter known to humankind.
So why isn't it functional?
Well, that's the weird part. It is functional. It just seems they turn it off. Strange.
So for some reason they didn't need the most efficient power conversion system known to humanity anymore. I guess. What's back here? Oh, there's something over there. It's like a book of some kind. Mars Man, issue 1. Written by Conrad van something Dutch. The game's actually made by a Dutch development team, so that's probably an Easter egg. It's probably one of the game developers. Conrad van Schaik? Yeah,
I'll make a note
whatever.
of this.
Anyway. Yes, you make a note of that, Kathy. Let us continue onwards. There's more stuff here. What's that? Protein slab. Some food left behind. There's a lot of unsecured shit floating around here. It's almost like these people have never been into space before. Then again, I suppose... Oh, another old message log. I suppose most of the lunar colonists... I mean, they'd been into space because they had to go through space to get to the moon, but as passengers rather than crew. And the moon at least has microgravity. I mean, you're supposed to secure stuff, but it's not like you're in 0G, where loose articles floating around can be a real hazard. It's understandable, I suppose. Like I said, they're not crew, they're colonists, they're engineers, they're plumbers, they're electricians, administrators, things like that. It's fine. Oh, there's the solar panels. Well, there's only one way to go, so let's go that way. Gonna have to reorient myself in here.
The door to the bridge is locked, but I think I can open it with a stream point.
Copy that. Keep us posted.
Oh yeah. So, how does this work again? It's been a while since I had to... Oh no, it's the thing. Look, I haven't had to do this since we were on Earth. Right. There it is. Okay, let's open the door. There's a glass window. Does this hatch actually open for the locker? Is there any? No? Okay. So that stream point opens this hatch. There's another power receiver point there. Can I get past this big... I should be able to actually power that up from the original stream point, but that's going to shut the hatch. Can I get past this? Looks like I should be able to. Oh, and there's another power receiver point there, which presumably is going to open that door. But that big... No idea why there's a big articulated slab of, let's say, steel. Doesn't make any sense. It's not like it's even providing a seal. It's just there to serve as a puzzle. Right, okay. Alright, fine. So, I need to somehow be able to power up the receiver that's on the other side of that slab. And obviously I can't do that with the slab in its current position. So, does that moves the slab. But taking power from the first receiver drops the hatch. So can I... Nope.
I should be able to connect this through the glass.
Yeah, we've already figured that one out, Kathy. I thought maybe it was going to be one of those, you know, quickly move and get there before it resets. But no, that's moving way too fast, so that's not it. My next plan was to move the slab aside using the first power point and then quickly try to connect the... Nope, there's no line of sight. It's trying to beam the power through the bulkhead divider. See, I can move the slab aside and then the plan is to attempt to switch the power to the next receiver, but you can quite clearly see the beam just... no. There's no direct line of sight, it's just not going to work. Plus, I can't get to it because this hatch drops the second I switch power to that particular receiver. So, I need another power transmitter. It's the only way to make this work. And the solution, of course, is embarrassingly simple, although not obvious. So here's how it works. First, you transmit power to that receiver in order to open this hatch. Then you go through the hatch. And somewhere in here, there's something that needs cutting. Ah, there. On the, well, civilians call it roof, we would call it the deck head. There is another... there it is. Yeah, it was that simple. Not obvious, but it was that simple. So now we're going to need to power that up from here. Then go to the original transmitter, while still trying to get used to the way the zero-G movement works. And then using this... oh, come on. There, that should do. Power up the arm that moves the slab out of the way. And then, even though it's not actually going to hurt you, even though it should, travelling through an intense, coherent microwave beam like that, now we can activate the hatch. It was that simple.
I'm through.
Great job, Kathy. Yeah, now press onto the bridge.
Ooh, a viewport. With a view of... nothing really. Nah, okay. Never mind, onto the bridge. Which way is the bridge? Okay, that's the window. That's the way we came. Nowhere else to go, that must be the bridge. You notice how they don't label anything in this thing? I mean, look at our ship, which is tiny, and everything's labelled. It's impossible to get lost. It'd be impossible to get lost even if nothing was labelled, it's so small. This thing is huge, and there isn't a single label or signpost or marker anywhere. Then again, there is only one way to go, so I suppose it is impossible to get lost. Man, there's shit everywhere. What's going on here? Looks like insulation? Did they have an explosive decompression up here or something?
Claire, I'm in the bridge and the entire room is filled with pieces of debris.
You sound almost happy.
Well, to be honest, the chaos looks very... pretty.
Easy there, Edgemore.
Can you determine what caused it?
I'll look around.
Ooh, Mars. Big window. Which is about a foot thick. It's probably stronger than the bulkheads. This looks like a... I mean, it's in the situation? Strange word to use. It's in the place where you'd expect there to be... oh, hang on, there's something here.
The emergency security doors have been activated here.
That means the area behind that door had a hull breach.
So is this ship deserted because the crew got sucked into space?
Seems plausible. Perhaps it was an accident after all.
Whatever happened behind those closed doors is the answer.
An answer we can't get to.
No, afraid not.
What's the status of the bridge's main terminal?
Yeah, I'm not buying that whole crew sucked into space theory. Even if there has been a hull breach, because somebody switched everything off and powered everything down. What am I supposed to be looking for again? Main control terminal? I mean, that's kind of like, you know, yeah, that's it. It's in the right spot.
Looks like I need to fix the MPT converters before I can turn the Ark's power back on.
Output metrics show the same. The MPT dish isn't receiving any of the energy from the batteries.
This ship's operating system is really locked tight, but I think this should open up a door behind you, right
Now, Kathy, finding a way to restore the Ark's power is top priority.
I'm on it.
The whole purpose of this Ark was to provide power. You'd think you'd just be able to flip a switch. But it's never going to be as simple as that, is it? And the solution is actually far from simple. And a moderate challenge. And it's something that we're going to have to save for the next episode, because that's it for today. So join us in the next episode of Teenagers in Space as we restore power to the thing that's supposed to generate power, and then the shit really hits the fan. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.